In this video, I'm going to give you a tool to help you price out your own Partscaster projects or kit guitars. But I'm also going to give you an update on my own projects and how they're affected by that whole pandemic thing. So stay tuned. Welcome to Guitar Overdrive. I asked a Facebook group what would be their minimum budget for a decent workhorse guitar. As in a guitar that's good enough that you would take it gigging, use it for everyday use. But not necessarily just something you would hang on the wall, or something that's so cheap you don't care about it. And most people said somewhere between $300 and $700 US. So I went with $350. Coming up later in this episode, you'll see how that fits into this whole pricing tool that we're going to talk about. But first, let me tell you about the 4 spring projects that I have going on right now for myself. See, there are three of the 4 are currently actually paused because of the whole pandemic thing. They're stuck for various reasons. In case of the Wowcaster, my World of Warcraft inspired Telecaster project, I had made the mistake of buying the wrong kinds of tuners. So this guitar has gold hardware on it, and I accidentally bought 3x3 tuners, the kind of you might find on, say, a Les Paul, instead of the 6 inline tuners that you find on a Telecaster. So I had to order new ones, but they're delayed because of the whole pandemic thing. So, stuck in shipping. For my orange guitar project, having put the body together, I originally had a maple neck for it, but I just couldn't bring myself to put a maple neck on it, having seen it with all the hardware on and orange and black and everything. I was like, this needs to have like a rosewood or some kind of dark wood fretboard. So I ordered a neck with that as well, and we're waiting for that one to arrive. Now, I have 2 more to tell you about, but if you're entertained at this point, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave a comment. If you have any comments, leave a question. Something like that. The 3rd project that I'm working on is my Partscaster. This guitar is my most sort of high quality project, if you will. The body is pretty much done. The neck is pretty much done. I have put some nice locking tuners on it. I have my custom made pickups, but I just discovered there was one thing that I didn't have. I didn't have a neck plate to put on the back of the body, so I can't actually mount the neck onto the body. So I've ordered one of those, but I have to wait for that. You see the pattern here? On a side note, also pandemic related, I went to my local music store's website and purchased this t-shirt. Thunder Road Guitars is based in West Seattle, where I live, and they put out this t-shirt where all the proceeds went to the local food bank in these times of need. I couldn't say no to that. So this just arrived, and I thought I would show it off in this video. Thunder Road Guitars, awesome local business. Support your local businesses if you can. So that's what I'm doing. And also the food banks. Yay, feels good to be good. Anyway, I have also the Memelcaster, the left-handed Telecaster guitar that I'm building for Tony Memel. That one I actually have some progress on. Not a lot though, because day job things. But I have experimented with different headstock looks and designs on it, and I think I've found something that I like. I've sketched the sort of standard Telecaster look on the back of the headstock just in case I want to go with that one, but I'm still debating. On the neck, I'm going to do a true oil finish, I've decided, and I just love the way that feels and the way it looks, and it's easy to do, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So that's pretty much it as far as my projects go. Now let's talk about this tool that I made. We're going to magically go into my office, and we're going to look at something very exciting called Excel.
So here it is. basically that's all it is. It's a simple spreadsheet. Here, in this little field that says budget, you can add your budget. I put in $350. We could put $4,000 if that's what we wanted. But let's just stay with $350 for now. Below it, you'll see how much of your budget you have left. Since we haven't put anything on the list yet, we still have the whole budget left. So what you do here is you put all the things that you're considering for your project. Let's say, for example, we're building a Telecaster. Ba-da-bam! I've pulled up 3 kits. Here we have one with a rosewood neck from the fret wire. I'm going to copy this, copy that, and I'll put that in here. This is the item, and this is a Telecaster kit. Okay? That's just a reference for myself. Then I'm going to put the price in here. It's 125 bucks. And I'm going to put the link so I can come back to it later. Okay? Put that in here. Oop. I'll leave this as a no for now. Then I have another one that I've already pulled up. It's the same kind of deal, except this is from Solo Guitars. It's a Telecaster. It's a kit. It has a rosewood style neck. I don't know if it's actual rosewood actually, but we'll see. This one does have a basswood body, and I'm not sure what the other one has. Probably the same. And this one cost $119.99. I also haven't selected that yet. Actually, let's select that for now. Boom, since it's the most affordable one we have so far. And you can see this is already updated. We've spent $119. We have $230 left. I have one more kit. This one is from somewhere in China. It's a no-name kit. I've made one of these before, though. It was a Stratocaster version, and it was quite all right. It's an okume wood, and turned out just fine when I made it. So I'm going to put this on the list. This is $109. Don't know why I felt the need to copy that. Okay, and we're going to put the link in so I can find it later. And this one is now the more affordable one. So now because I've selected both, of course, it's going to think that I'm planning on purchasing both. So I'm going to deselect this one. Think. All right, so now I have 3 kits to choose from. I can come back and compare the details on them later to see if I want to pay a little bit more for whatever the differences are. And I can fill these lines out with some potential upgrades for this, which is what I'm going to do next. Let's say we want to add some locking tuners to this. I've made 3 sets of locking tuners, or found 3 sets of locking tuners online. I got these from Fender, and this I found on reverb.com, and it's not because I'm sponsored by any of these websites. I'm trying to use different sources for each of these parts. Normally I would probably try to find matching parts on the same website. If, like, for example, Amazon, they have numerous different locking tuners to choose from, so I might look there for more than one. But, you know, for this experiment here, we'll spread it out. So I got these, I got these from All Parts, and then, of course, I got these from Music Lily that you can buy on Amazon. So if you just put in the name of the product like this, it's going to be very difficult later on to figure out what you were actually talking about. That's why I just want to show what this looks like. And I use these little keywords here for myself, basically. Like that. It makes it much easier for me to see what I was doing. And so these here, 2720. Now you could figure in shipping if you want to. For simplicity's sake, I'm not doing it. In this case, 60 bucks for this from All Parts. And these Fender ones are $79.99. So, like before, I'm going to choose the more affordable one. And you can see now that if we went with this kit from Amazon and the tuners also from Amazon, I'll put the link in there, we'll be looking at a total cost of $137. However, I quite like these. From all parts, I like the way they look. So sometimes that's important. So we're going to pick that one instead, see what kind of difference that makes. And now you can see, of course, it's immediately reflected in what we have left to work with. I'm also going to, just because maybe having that Fender logo on the tuners would be a cool thing. So let's just see what that would actually set us back. And you can see now, of course, we're at almost $190 for the total build, and that's with the Okume wood TC style guitar from Amazon and some Fender locking tuners that we would get on Reverb. So you can experiment back and forth with different combinations of gear this way, and you can keep going with pickups or bridges or nuts or whatever else you want to put on your guitar. You can compare parts and prices and configurations in this little tool and see when you're getting close to your max. That's it. You can go and download this off of the link that's in the video description. So have fun with it, and thank you for checking it out.
Still here? Okay, cool. I hope that tool was useful to you. I hope that you're inspired to go and price out some different ideas for your next project. And I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. One more thing. I wanted to say thank you to the people who have already subscribed. This tiny little guitar channel just crossed the 100 subscriber line, and that makes me very happy. So if you're one of those first 100 people, thank you very much. You're awesome. They say the first 100 is the hardest to get. That's cool.